Hey, I am your host as always, Tony Gilfillan, and we are going to jump into the news today. I found another chart about how Stack Overflow has been slowly dying. um, this chart was pretty interesting. COVID-19, they had a huge jump in questions, and then you can see the launch of ChatGPT is just this massive decline in all things Stack Overflow. I did look into their revenue. They are making a ton of money still because there's a huge market for their data still as far as training LLMs. So I imagine for the near future they're making out like bandits. This was pretty interesting. Scientists develop a spray-on powder that instantly seals life-threatening wounds. So pretty wacky hemostat powder type thing. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but pretty neat. Matthew McConaughey is trademarking himself, saying "all right, all right, all right." And then OpenAI released a translation tool. I thought this was pretty cool. Played with it just a minute ago, actually. So if you log into ChatGPT, you can actually just start talking to it and tell it to translate. So watch this. Start translating this to Japanese. Hello? Oh, is it not working? I don't think it's working. No, you were working. Huh.
Sure, just let me know what you'd like to translate and I'll help you out.
Translate this. You can see it's recording me, but I guess my streaming platform is making it so it's not actually getting to my browser. Interesting. Well, I do promise it works. Just talking into the voice version of ChatGPT will continuously translate. And will it translate? Depending on something. Weird. Anyways, off to what we were doing before. So we were working on our dashboard app. We have a couple APIs functioning, and we are working on the actual UI and extend for this particular app. So let's go ahead and fire up the dev site, and we'll get back to where we were yesterday. All right. Oh, we go. Insights dashboard. Here we go. Here. Tabs, because probably see the orchestrates while we're doing this. This is where I left off yesterday on this page, my little dashboard. Connect to our tenant. Oh. All right, so we're connected to our tenant. We now see my in progress dashboard. I have a couple of text boxes here just for testing to be able to see the payload that I'm messing with. This particular grid is getting just the app that we're currently in. So it's pulling just the orchestrations um, from the Orchestrate Insights dashboard app. So now we want to do one for this larger one, which is going to pull back all of the orchestrations from the tenant. So here we're going to go and create a second grid. I'm going to copy existing grid here. Start renaming stuff. Here you keep your commas and stuff when you're copy and pasting in code mode. You can also copy and paste in visual mode too. Might have been simpler and less error prone that way. Let's just do a quick refresh, make sure I didn't copy and paste incorrectly. Excellent. So we got two grids that are doing the same thing. And now we want to create a second endpoint that is going to do our other orchestrate. Let's open our orchestrations here. And other one. Orchestration builder open. We have the one that's pulling all of the orchestrations from the tenant, and then this one is not very promptly named. Insight app orchestration. This is going to be pulling name this the Orch Insights. This is going to be saved at it. Kind of saving. Made it mad. There we go. All right, so I renamed this a little bit more descriptive, and all orchestrations from Hack 16. That's good enough. Back here, I'm going to grab the new. Oh, I renamed this. This is probably different as well. Let's go ahead and build this and save it, and then update my URLs because those are going to change. Data the app name or the orchestration name, not the app. All right, so off my little setting button here is where I'm going to grab that URL. It should, yep, so it updated that name for me. Copy. One. Before we make too many orchestrations, because we're going to have to create a couple more as well, because there's like 3 other Insight APIs that we're most likely going to play with. Should create a base URL for all of these. Perfect. All right. Code mode here. Go to our AMD. Want data providers. So now that we have our fancy autocomplete, create that. Off the top of my head, the syntax of this. We're going to jump back to our dev site real fast. Sure. Orchestrate. Also going to use the so there's a neat little variable that auto populates the API gateway for you. Not directly in this particular documentation. It's API gateway endpoint, I believe. Right here. I have a sample of that in here. That's okay. There's sample of that. Our app catalog. A bunch of these have it. Let's go ahead and just go to view the code here. Go here. Perfect. So this is what I was referring to. This is that API gateway. It does have to be in the PMD script to be able to resolve that properly. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab all of these just in case I decide to use them. Bit more robust code, but what are you gonna do? So it definitely has what I need here. It has my orchestration, has the endpoint for the gateway, has the actual application ID as well, so I don't have to hard code that in. And then all I need now is the last bit of this orchestration URL. Just go to my page now. I create these endpoints. Instead of this big long string in the URL area, we're just going to say orchestrate. Going to get renamed to orchestration. Workday orchestration. Here, page load, base URL type, Workday orchestration. That's going to put all that fun stuff in there right up till the orchestration slash. All you need is the app name / launch. This a lot cleaner and easier to read, especially in visual mode. Looks correct. Let's make sure that these are all working. Quick refresh on the page. You need slash stuff because point looks right. Situations slash. I have to probably save and deploy it possibly because of the AMD. The metadata is going to need to be out on the tenant before it can actually reference. Let's save and deploy. Did know that those slashes were in there. Workday orchestration. Okay, gateway endpoint. Yeah, that's right. Site application ID also. Apps, sites. Hmm. Oh, so this one's working, the one on the top. Sites. Did I match these? Because it's not populating my. These are launching. There we go. My references were just backwards, and this needs to be named differently. That's what happens when you do stuff live, is you make silly mistakes. Okay, so it's using this get all orcs needs to obviously had to have been this particular URL because it's getting all the orchestrations from the tenant. And then this one, this is the one that it's actually referring to because this is a weird little edge case because I have two endpoints with the same name. So which one is actually outputting data? Effectively, the orchestration name that is the endpoint that is last is the one that's actually getting populated, because I'm assuming it's going down the list here. It runs this most likely, and then this runs, and then this particular name gets overwritten. So definitely give your endpoints some unique names. This one is going to get app specific. If I refresh this, probably gonna break my. Yep. That's correct. Update this first grid. Myth. There it is. Specific results. That. Populate the first one properly. Excellent. Now we need to update for this bigger grid all of the orchestration. Handy JSON path finder. Need a format. No, that's right. Not actually bring a find. Get this. Quick. This into my JSON. Sure. Oh, thought it would. Okay. So it's apps, app ID. Come back here and go down to my second grid. This, or it's already the get all works. We just need to adjust the dot notation that's actually getting data. So this one, let me side here, see everything all at once. Now we have the results, apps, and the pullback. I want to go down actually even a layer lower than what I'm currently getting. So right now I'm getting everything, including the apps array. But I really want to get every single row being essentially one of these entries. So I want to say results dot apps. And this would be then inside this particular app ID. Here, I think that would still be accurate. Inside, try that. Make it. It's not found. This is going to break my grid, but I see it's actually coming through. Hash map cannot be cast. Set it to the other one for the time being. See what actually coming out of here. So it is not coming back with that results. Either one of these guys is a little bit different. If we just say grab that get all works again, not say results. I'm playing because it was a hash map, right? I do app array. Okay. Hey, that's working. Now we're cooking. Or now it's getting not the orc name, it's getting the app name, app ID. Also want to see failures. Running, awaiting callback. Success, yeah. Error completed with error. That's what I want. Hold not X. I see those. Any of those? Probably not. All I have is success. I bet I can make one of these illustrations. Let's make, and that fails. Start from scratch. We're going to create a synchronous orchestration. Always fails. We're going to do a efficient through your handler the way it is. Log state there. Sure. Make this create value. Hard coded string. Hard coded string. Create value is going to number. Might not even let us do that. Probably is going to explode on validate. Need a type that's not strictly defined. The object. Oh, not. Oh, break this. This is a number. Okay. What if we just leave it deep? Brew is just a number. Break this. All to nothing. Got some. Oh, I could grab one of our older app API calls and then just not do any authorization. No, I put auth on that. Always blow up when it hits something and can't authorize. Time it was. We're past the half hour, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up real quick, and then we can get back to adjusting our grid tomorrow. And got a response. Let's hoping it is a broken response. Come on now. Can't like my page anymore. Oh no. Run. Successes are piling up. Failed. Run log. I don't think that worked. One more time. Should fail. Guess if the HTTP call had an error. Processing. The HTTP request technically will succeed. Does it technically consider it a success even though it returned a 403? Good question. What happens? Doesn't look like it, honestly. Always fails. Successes. Darn it. So it does succeed. Well, I need to figure out another way to make these errors so I can see something other than successes. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining, and